have your all's attention. My name is Joe Swanson of the LSPD. Can everybody hear me in the back?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Clear.
All right.
Sure. Looks like we got a late arrival, Swanson.
It's all right. So, for those that not aware, we currently have serial killers in our midst of Los Santos right now. Myself and LSPD, including the assistant chief here, Gardner, are taking primary on this situation. We will not stand for this. They have come out and named themselves as the Los Santos, the Vinewood Killers. Now, I do want to let you all know that they have been active in the Vinewood area. Behind the Vinewood sign is a popular area, as well as, sorry, it's just a lot for me right now. It's hard to be able to talk about this because I have to talk about another part of this story that I don't want to tell you all, and honestly, it hurts my heart to tell it. They've been active all over Los Santos, though, mainly outside of PDM at nighttime. They will target people that are alone. So, if you are not in a group, make sure you're at least staying with a friend or a family member during this time until we're able to catch these people. We will be putting Los Santos under a state of emergency. Thank you. We will be putting Los Santos underneath the state of emergency until further notice. So please do not go out past curfew. The curfew is at 10 p.m. and is a guideline of safe practices there. Now, obviously, I understand a lot of you all work third shift. You have a life to live, obviously, so we're not gonna lock you in your house. You have a right to be able to continue as your normal lives, but after 10 p.m., we would like you to try to stay home or stay near the block or stay in a vicinity where you know that you are safe with your friends and family at that point. Please do not be wandering by yourself after that. That has been the prime time for the killers to attack. Now, with that being said, unfortunately, there have been multiple victims in this case. I'm gonna go and take a look here and count them out here, 1 second. There have been 7 known victims in this case so far, and unfortunately, one of them did not make it through the procedure after being brutally stabbed multiple times in his stomach. Fortunately, John Griffinson, Los Santos, did pass away on... Sorry, this is just a lot. John Griffinson did pass away at 1900 Pacific Standard Time on 11/12/2020. We did try to reach out to his friends and family, but unfortunately nobody did claim his body. So, myself, Detective Joe Swanson of the LSPD, will be taking claim of his body until further notice. Unless a kin or a relative does step up, I will personally be performing and taking care of his funeral at all costs of my own personal pockets. The LSPD did not ask me to do this. This is just something that I wanted to do myself. So, this time, if any of you all know John Griffinson, please see me after the meeting so we can be able to discuss it in more detail there. If you would like to claim his body, if you are a friend or a relative of him. Now, going forward, like I said, we will be working hard on this case every single day and working overtime and pulling doubles and triple shifts just to be able to get to the bottom of this here. I do actually have the doctor of the insane asylum where these people did escape from here. Doctor, if you'd like to come up here and say a few words, please.
Oh, damn.
Just to be able to explain the severity of this situation here.
Right, so Paul and Brian Hartnell. Paul, his brother, tends to believe that he is his brother. He has severe copycat syndrome. He will follow his brother's suit in everything that he does, and including any form of violent crimes that may possibly be committed. Also, Brian Hartnell himself suffers from severe PTSD, so if you are in the vicinity of him, do not become fidgety or move around too often in his presence, it does cause him to become anxious and violent. He is likely to commit further crimes if you are anxious and tend to be fidgety around him. He is a severe sociopath, and he also has himself a poisonous centipede as a pet that can cause rashes and severe nausea as well as vomiting, so be very careful when approaching these people.
Now, with that being said, we do not want you to be approaching these people. If they do come up to you, please do not engage. Please step back, get back in your car, get to a public area as quick as possible. We'd like you all to be safe and sound out here. If you do see these people, I need you to immediately call 911 and make sure that you have stated where you are so we can be able to respond as quick as possible. We'll also have our units patrolling all of Los Santos. You will see multiple units out there now currently patrolling as well as around the PDM area. Now that we know where they are striking, we will be watching that area constantly to ensure that the safety of our citizens is the utmost importance. Assistant Chief, do you have anything to say at this point?
Only thing I have to say is we're gonna do what we gotta do to get these guys off the street.
Yes, sir. All right, at this time we will be taking questions. If you don't mind to raise your finger if you'd like to ask a question. That'll help me be able to see who would like to ask a question. Lady in the left to the side there with the pink hair.
How are we gonna, like you said, you know, to keep away from them, and if we see them approaching us, like, how are we gonna identify them?
So they have been known to wear a weird mask, including a bug mask, a darkened Jason mask, Santa Claus mask, as well as, let me see here what else I've written down here.
Wait, so we know who they are?
That is the problem, is that we have an idea of who they are. We have one identified.
Havana, do you hear me?
We actually have two identified by their face. We are going to be working on putting out a warrant for their arrest as well. So they will have a warrant out for their arrest that we will continue to update.
Of course it's Aubrey.
So,
wait, so we do know who they are?
we have an idea of who they are, yes.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen things like this before. They usually come and want to be known, so it's probably could be any one of us here.
I ain't gonna lie, I never see this ugly motherfucker right here.
I see a lot of, yeah, this guy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the smartest thing is not to point fingers at anybody right now. Because, I mean, they
correct.
just, even said names
Look.
of the potential suspects, so.
He's with
Yes,
us.
sir. The gentleman in the with the man bun.
The man.
Yo, it's
Tank
Oh my God, Hank! I didn't recognize you.
Yeah, I'm wearing a wig because my hair got burned up in a.
Oh my God, Hank! You look beautiful with a man bun.
Yeah. So it's just a wig. Sorry.
Looking hot. All right, Hank. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, God.
So my biggest
Hey,
thing is
relax.
for these wounds, to bring them directly to pillbox right away. If you cannot get them to pillbox right away, please begin irrigating the wound right away because
Irrigating.
there has been venom inside these wounds via the stabbing. So the venom just causes more complications. That is why we lost Mr. John Griffinson. It was because of an allergic reaction. Almost every one of our patients has survived though, but if you have sort of any allergic reaction or inflammation disorders, you are more susceptible to passing away.
I gotta pass out.
Thank you, Hank.
Is he okay?
Thank you, Hank.
The lady in the black and red behind Hank.
Yeah, didn't you guys have one of them in custody though? What happened to that?
So we did have one in custody, but unfortunately, until this day, we did not have full probable cause to be able to sentence him to jail as an accessory or a primary suspect in the serial killers. But now, due to Dr. Seuss's information there, we do have a probable cause to be able to go out and set that warrant out for him now. So we will be chasing him back down and apprehending him, bringing him to justice.
You mind if I step in there a bit, Swanson?
Yes, sir, definitely, Jamie,
So,
yes.
obviously, Nadine, yeah, we did have the one individual in custody. Now, he wasn't just let straight away. You know, we didn't just let him go so he could go back on the streets. he was followed by an unmarked vehicle
again.
for a very, very long time.
Dude, these drivers.
But, we didn't just let him go. We followed him for a while, and we actually got word that there was another stabbing that happened while we were actually following him.
Okay.
Yes, the lady in the red.
Hello. So my name is Widow Black. I'm a manager over at PDM. I work for Dylan and his family. You said that a lot of these stabbings tend to happen around PDM. Now, sometimes we do our best to have 2 dealers working the floor at one time. However, if that's not possible, should the dealers just go ahead and go home if they're by themselves, or what should they do?
What kind of shifts do they work? Which we can also work with you one-on-one as well, since that is where it's been happening. We will be stationing officers outside of that area too.
They work all different kinds of shifts. Vince and Ivy especially and Madeline are known for staying late into the evening.
Gotcha, definitely. You're more than welcome to always 311 us, and we will personally come out there and give them a police escort home. So.
I think you could just sleep with you.
I want to say on top of that as well, with regards to obviously, PDM workers, just try to be as safe as you possibly can. One of the most common things that we have noticed with most of the stab victims that we've had is it's usually happening somewhere around this kind of time. So those that work earlier shifts, I'm not going to say are guaranteed to be safe, but are likely to be safer than those that are working the kind of hours from now onwards.
Yeah, there's a heavy police presence there now too, so it should deter it if we can.
Correct. It's currently 11:11 p.m. Make a wish. I wish these serial killers will go away, but I don't have to make a wish because I'll be doing it personally. I'll be going away far, far away. Yes, sir. Adidas sweater. Can I help you?
Hey man, is this curfew serious? 'Cause I think I'm gonna be breaking that one.
Come again?
Are you serious about the curfew?
Yes, sir. As a heart attack. The curfew is at 10 p.m. We'd recommend that you do stay home and or in larger groups at that point there. Like I said, you will not be arrested or ticketed for being outside of the curfew.
Okay.
It is more of a guideline at that point. That makes sense?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes, sir, definitely. Yeah, you all will not be arrested for being out, right? That doesn't make any sense, Now, obviously, you all have jobs and lives to live. I know some of you obviously are working past 10 p.m. But, we just suggest that you were staying home or staying in a safe area at that point.
Yeah, I gotta be on the block getting my money, you know what I'm saying? So.
Right, exactly. Gotta sell tacos sometimes past 10 p.m.,
Tacos with that special sauce, yeah, you know.
Exactly. Right. You can put your flexing away here. All right. At this time, like I said, if you did know John, please come and see me after this. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask one-on-one, feel free to 311 for Joe Swanson, and I'll come and run it. All right. Thank you all very much for attending this meeting. The curfew does start tonight, so please get home as soon as possible so you're safe and sound. Thank you all. Thank you.
Alrighty, I think that's gonna be about it for now. We'll see if more stuff happens, but definitely interesting press conference. Now, of course, I'm not really sure if more stuff with our storyline's gonna be going with this, but I thought I would include it in a video or make it its own video, just like the Mafia City one, just because it's kind of an important event in the server, and I like documenting those on the channel for sure, and just kind of any important RP events that happen in general. That's kind of half the reason I started the channel, was to actually remember these memories for myself. But yeah, so I'll be probably uploading this again, and I think that's gonna be about it though. We'll see if more stuff happens with the serial killers. Hopefully we get some RP out of it. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this press conference about these serial killers, and I will see you in the next episode.